I read Around the World in 80 Days and Chapter 2 On the Trail of Bank Robbers. It was detective named Fix who started a rumor of a fog. Detective Fix has been dispatched from England to Suez immediately after the robbery, and a week later he was standing on the wharf at Suez. As he carefully examined the passengers disembarking from the steamer Mongolia, a passenger approached him. "Excuse me, sir," said the man. "Where can I have this passport visit?" Fix took the passport and read the description of its bearer. It was identical to that of the bank robber. "Is this yours?" he asked. "No, it's my master's," said the man. "Then he must go to the consulate in person," said Fix, indicating the building a little distance off. "I will tell him," said the man. He hurried away, and Fix rapidly made his way to the consulate. "Consul," he said, "the London bank robber is passenger on the Mongolia. His name is Phyllis Fogg. Please refuse to visa his passport. I must keep him here until I get an arrest warrant from London." "That's your concert," said the consul. "I can't refuse a visa if he requests it." Just then, a knock sounded at the door, and the passport and Phyllis Fogg entered. Fogg held out his passport and asked the consul to visa it. "You are Mr. Phyllis Fogg?" asked the consul, looking at the passport. "I am," replied Fogg. "And where are you going?" said the consul. "Bombay," said Fogg. "Very good, sir. You know that a visa is useless and that no passport is required?" "I know it, but I need a visa to prove that I came by Suez." "Very well, sir," said the consul. He signed and dated the passport and added his official seal. Fogg paid the fee, and then he bowed and went out, followed by Passepartout. He gave instruction to Passepartout and returned to his cabin on the Mongolia. There, he took out the notebook which contained information about his travel from London to Suez. The information was written into itinerary divided into columns. There was columns for the date and other columns for the expected and actual arrival times at all their ports of call. There was a column for the date, another column for the expected and actual arrival times at their port of call. There was also a column for nothing and given or loss of time at its locality. He wrote, "Richard Suit, Wednesday, October 9th at 11 a.m. Total days spent so far is 6.5. He was exactly on schedule." Meanwhile, Fix had gone looking for Passepartout. He found him. He found him on the quay and greeted him. "Are you exploring?" said Fix. "Ask Fix." "In a way," said Passepartout. "We came away in a hurry with only a few things. I must buy some clothes for my masters. Can you direct me to a store?" "Of course," said Fix. "Come, I will take you there." Then they began walking toward the town. "So, where is your master going in such a hurry?" asked Fix. "Around the world," said Passepartout. "In 80 days for Wogard," he said. "Is he rich?" asked Fix. "Undoubtedly," said Passepartout. "He's carrying an enormous sum in brand new banknote, and he has offered a large reward to the engineer of Mongolia if we reach Bombay ahead of schedules." When they reached the clothing store, Fix left Passepartout to make his purchase and hurried to the telegraph office. He sent the following telegram, which started a rumor that cast suspicion on Philip's Fogg. To Rowan, the Commissioner of Police, Scotland Yard, I found the bank robber Philip's Fogg in suits. Send an arrest warrant for Bombay without delay. Detective Fix. Then he boarded the Mongolia just before it set sail. The journey was an adventure and she made good speed, reaching Bombay 2 days ahead of schedule. Foggy calmly noted this gain in his itinerary. In Bombay, Fogg gave Past Patrol some errand to do and told him to be at the station promptly at 8 p.m. to catch the Calcutta train. Then he had his passport visa before going to the railway station, restaurant, and ordering dinner. Past Patrol purchased the usual supply of shirts and socks. Then he took a leisurely stroll around the street, taking in a sight and exploring the colorful bazaar. On Balanbar Hill, he saw a beautiful temple and had an irresistible urge to see the interior. He had no way of knowing that visitors were supposed to leave their shoes outside the door of the temple. No sooner had he entered the building than 3 priests seized him, tore off his shoes, and beat him to the ground. Past Patrol leapt to his feet, fought off the priest, and ran out of the temple. At 5 minutes before 8, Past Patrol, hatless, shoeless, and having lost his package of shirts and socks in the fight, rushed breathlessly into the station. He explained his adventure to Fogg. I hope that this won't happen again, said Fogg coldly as they boarded the train. Fix, who was hiding close by, heard the conversation. He had been disappointed earlier in the day to learn that the arrest warrant would not arrive from London for a week. New hope filled his heart. Past Patrol has committed an offense of Indian soil, he thought. Fogg will naturally be held responsible for his servant action. I will alert the authority and have them arrested in Calcutta. I've got him. One more time, chapter 2. I will read one more time and yes. On the trail of a bank robber, it was Detective named Fix who started the rumor about Fogg. Detective Fix had been dispatched from England to Suez immediately after the robbery, and a week later he was standing on the wharf at Suez. As he carefully examined the passengers disembarking from the steamer Mongolia, a passenger approached him. "Excuse me, sir," said the man. "Where can I have this passport visit?" Fix took the passport and read the description of its bearer. It was identical to that of the bank robber. "Is this yours?" he asked. "No, it is my master's," said the man. "Then he must go to consulate in person," said Fix, indicating a building a little distance off. "I will tell him," said the man. He hurried away, and Fix rapidly made his way to the consulate. "Consul," he said, "the London bank robber is passenger on the Mongolia. His name is Philip Fogg. Police refused to visa his passport. I must keep him here until I get an arrest warrant from London." "That's your consul," said the consul. "I can't refuse a visa if he requests it." Just then, a knock sounded at the door, and Past Patrol and Philip Fogg entered. Fogg held out his passport and asked the consul to visa it. You are Mr. Phileas Fogg? Asked the consul, looking at the passport. I am, replied Fogg. And where are you going? Said the consul. Bombay, said Fogg. Very good, sir. You know that a visa is useless and that no passport is required? I know it, but I need a visa to prove that I came by shoes. Very well, sir, said the consul. He signed and dated the passport and added his official seal. Fogg paid the fee, and then he bowed and went out, followed by Passepartout. He gave instructions to Passepartout and returned to his cabin on the Mongolia. There, he took out the notebook which contained information about his travel from London to Suez. The information was written into itineraries divided into columns. There was a column for date, another column for expected and actual arrival times at all the ports of call. There was also a column for nothing and gained or loss of time at each locality. He wrote, Lychee Suit, Wednesday, October 9th at 11 a.m. Total days spent so far is 6.5. He was exactly on schedule. Meanwhile, Fix had gone looking for Passepartout. He found him on the quay and greeted him. Are you exploring? Asked Fix. In a way, said Passepartout. We came away in a hurry with only a few things. I must buy some clothes for my master. Can you direct me to a store? Of course, said Fix. Come, I will take you there. They began walking toward the town. So, where is your master going in such a hurry? Asked Fix. Around the world, said Passepartout. In 80 days for a walker, he said. Is he rich? Asked Fix. Undoubtedly, said Passepartout. He's carrying an enormous sum in brand new banknote, and he has offered a large reward to the engineer of Mongolia if we reach Bombay ahead of schedule. When they reached the clothing store, Fix left Passepartout to make his purchase and hurried to the telegraph office. He sent the following telegram, which started a rumor that cast suspicion on Phileas Fogg. To Rowan, Commissioner of Police, Scotland Yard. I found the bank robber Phileas Fogg in Suez. Send an arrest warrant to Bombay without delay. Detective Fix. Then he boarded the Mongolia just before it set sail. The journey was an adventure, and she made good speed, reaching Bombay 2 days ahead of schedule. Fogg calmly noted this gain in his itinerary. In Bombay, Fogg gave Passepartout some errand to do and told him to be at the station promptly at 8 p.m. to catch the Calcutta train. Then he had his passport visa before going to railway station, restaurant, and ordering dinner. Passepartout purchased the usual supply of shirts and socks. Then he took a leisurely stroll around the street, taking in a sight and exploring the colorful bazaar. On Malabar Hill, he saw a beautiful temple and had an irresistible urge to see the interior. He had no way of knowing that visitors were supposed to leave their shoes outside the door of the temple. No sooner had he entered the building than 3 enraged priests seized him, tore off his shoes, and beat him to the ground. Passepartout left his foot of the priest and ran out of the temple. At 5 minutes before 8, Passepartout shoeless, and having lost his package of shirts and socks in a fight, rushed breathlessly into the station. He explained his adventure to Fogg. I hope that this won't happen again, said Fogg coldly, as they boarded the train. Fix, who was hiding close by, heard the conversation. He had been disappointed earlier in the day to learn that the arrest warrant would not arrive from London for a week. Now hope filled his heart. Passepartout has committed an offense on Indian soil, he thought. Folk will naturally be held responsible for his servant's actions. I will alert the authority and have them arrest in Khartoum. I've got him.